So I woke up this morning and decided to play a little bit more with the 94 Mustang GT Convertible. One thing I hadn't really tried to do was put the convertible top down, and the motor works, but there's some oddball stuff about it, and this is my first convertible, so I really don't know what to make of it, but I had to unhitch it at the front window, which is totally normal, and then I tried to use the motor on it and it really wouldn't go back on its own power, so I had to do that and then kind of push it, and then it was real slow and it finally went all the way down. Once I got it all the way down, I noticed it was a little wet, a little damp in here, like right there, and I'm not really sure if that came from me washing it yesterday, probably, but I'm just not real sure. The other thing is both sides have these cables that are just loose. So this one, and then there's a matching one over there. I really don't know where this goes to. I guess I'll have to figure that out. That might have something to do with why I didn't go up willingly. It's also filthy. Like there's loose stuff, leaves, dust, dirt. So I'm gonna try to clean that up as best I can. I'm gonna get my blower back out. I'm glad I didn't do the interior, clean the interior of this car, because that's gonna make a mess. I tried to put this window back up again. It looks like it's, get a little better view now. It looks like it's stuck somewhere, but I just can't really tell if it's stuck right there or if it's stuck right there. And unfortunately, I think I need another person here to kind of help me as I kind of wiggle this and try to get it back up, but don't have that right now. Joey's not over here. The other thing I just noticed, look at that in the back seat. There's some form of a wiring harness that was shoved a little further underneath the seat. I wonder if that has anything to do with the ABS light on. I did notice that ABS light on, and it's blinking a code of 52. I haven't really looked that up yet. So I'll come back later once I've sorted some of this out with some more progress. Okay, we have some updates here on the car since yesterday. The 94 Mustang GT Convertible, that I had some information on that it had been in a flood at some point, and the carpet needed to be done anyway, so it was a good time to sort of check. So this was quite a job, to take all the seats out, remove all the little other ancillary pieces and feed them through the carpet and things like that. Had to unplug a bunch of stuff. I found a lot of change. These people that deep clean cars and things like this, they must make a bunch of money, and they must be so sad that we're in a cashless society now, because I found probably about $5 worth of change. I haven't counted it up yet, but quite a bit of quarters and whatnot. So there we go. Got the carpet completely out. I had to take all the seats here out. The carpet is over there. I'm kind of debating on what to do on the carpet. It looks kind of bad, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna hang it on my chain link fence and treat it and power wash it and see if it gets any better. I'm kind of budgeting building this thing, so I'd prefer not to spend, I think I saw these carpets are, $300 or something like that. I kind of prefer not to, but if I have to, I will. The carpet was a little musty smelling and a little damp on the sound deadener underneath, but it wasn't bad. And so I do feel like this car was wet at some point, and it could have been not from the flood. I mean, it's a convertible, so it could have leaked, or somebody could have left the top down. I don't really know, but it wasn't bad, and it obviously did no damage to the floor pans or anything like that. So update coming soon. Okay, so we got the carpet held up by one of the fence posts, so hey, it works. A little redneck, but I have my power washer here. I've had one for a while. It's kind of a low grade electric one, but it should work. We'll see what this does. I had a couple of different cleaners laying around the house. Had a spray and wash, basically, that I sprayed some, and then I had some cheap can of carpet cleaner that I probably bought at the auto parts store, who knows how long ago. and I went ahead and sprayed both those things in. I had a scrub brush, not so much to scrub it, just to kind of work it all in and let it soak for 15-20 minutes or so, and you get a good look at what it looks like here. And I'm about to blast it, so we'll see what it looks like here in a few minutes. Okay, so I just finished power washing it. I used my little electric power washer, which is surprisingly powerful. And bottom line, yeah, I need a new carpet. But I really just don't know that I want to do that on this car. So I power washed it. I had seen, to be careful how close you get to it when you power wash it, but there was a couple spots where I figured it was worth a risk, so I went ahead and put it pretty close and got most I think I got most of the stains out. A lot of it's faded, and when I sprayed it after it really got soaked in and really started getting close to it, it was just brown water coming off that stuff. Cokes and dirt or coffee or who knows. It was gross. But anyway, I'll probably just let this dry and then go ahead and put it back in, even though it's not the world's greatest looking carpet at this point. Most of the rust spots that you see there are under the seats, so those don't really matter. And the upper right is the driver's side. So once I vacuum that maybe one more time, and it won't be too terrible, but it's definitely faded really bad. But new carpets for this thing are somewhere around $170, and they're a pain in the butt because you gotta also put them in, use a razor blade, cut the excess off. I've done it before on an older model, so it's kind of a pain. Plus, they don't come with the backing that these things have, that stuff. So you miss a little bit of sound deadening and a little cushion, and that car's loud enough. So I'll probably just put this back and just kind of be done with it. More to come. Okay, a couple other things here. I went ahead and put the floor mats in the washing machine on the delicate cycle, and I treated them a little bit first, and they came out, okay. So they look a whole lot better than they did before. Another thing on the car, let me just walk over here real quick. I know I asked this on the video the other day. I did measure from the bottom of the wheel to the top of the wheel, the lip, and on both the front and the back. I looked up the specs, and yeah, this car's been lowered, which I absolutely hate, but it is what it is, and I'll just have to figure out how to either deal with the scraping or figure out how to fix it one way or another.